So I am really, really excited for where XRP goes from here. Seems like it could go possibly more up, but again, could it go more down? It's really a question of what the whales do. Whales need to decide if they want to sell it or not. Let's check. What StockMo is saying right now about Ripple. So look at his portfolio. How much of this is XRP? He's holding some amount of XRP, so he has 236K. That's very brave of him showing that. You know, loves to do that, but he's basically a multi-millionaire. 2.4 million. That's pretty crazy. But he's been holding some XRP as well.
And I had it all called perfect here for those who are watching. I knew based on all my research.
I love stock mode. Like he's very transparent with trades. $2.4 million is like a dream for most people, right? For like 99% to have 2.4 million in the trading account from XRP would be definitely amazing for a lot of people.
Doing the big beautiful budget, their numbers that they were going to destroy earnings, and they did. They did. They had an earnings call. They said we beat every estimate that the analysts had out there, almost every estimate. And then they came out, and guess how it got me? They said, but forward guidance. I'm telling you, I hate earnings calls because they're not earnings calls. I follow everything. I know is, oh, we're mooning, we're this, we're that. Or do you want to follow someone who actually knows what they're doing? Files of Ethereum. And I truly, truly believe them. We'll see. We'll see. And so I'm pumped to be a part of that, and I'm going to continue to DC.
I feel like, you know, he's reviewing his stocks here, but the biggest question is XRP. Where is XRP going to go? Because XRP is right now the biggest gainer, more than any of these stocks, right? And that's the biggest news we have. XRP could literally never flatline like stocks. That's the thing. The markets are always moving. Weekend, Wednesday, your grandma's dinner. It's always going to be growing, and it's going to be growing stronger and faster. And that's what really keeps people talking about XRP, because look at stocks. Which of the stocks are most talked about? Wall Street bets. If you go on Wall Street bets, it's literally the most traded ones, right? Those are the ones that are pumping. Those are the meme stocks. Meme stocks are going up, down, left, and right, and it's fun to trade them. But here, we are seeing basically XRP following the same patterns, getting more people back on board.
We're getting back down where this might retest 50 and then bounce off of there. So in other words, the main pain may be over very, very soon.
That's what he's saying. Like XRP has the potential to just get 3 small whales to move this price. Again, the market cap is 150 billion, so it's not that insane. It's half of Ethereum, so you need like a few whales, like 5 small whales to really move the price. It's much, much bigger than it was before, but it's not, it's still moving a few cents in just a few minutes. And again, a lot of stocks cannot do that, a few cents in a few minutes. And that's where really XRP and all these cryptos have the advantage. They're being traded by the big whales, and they're being traded in very large quantities, and that they're making the most money because the stocks move up and down.
For this sell-off, I'm just letting everyone know. You can see the warnings that we have been getting. I set the stop. We moved down. Now I'm buying back in because anytime I get between the 13 and the 50, I love it. I love it. For a play, I like
30 and the 50. So he's basically saying anything between above $3. And $3 is a big price point. It's like a psychological price point for a lot of these holders that a lot of people don't realize, that they will not sell below $3. People have been telling me on the chat in my live stream, if it goes below $2, they will buy. But this basically tells me that it will not be $2 for a long time. It might be $2 in a bear market, but nothing points out at a bad bear market right now, at a recession. Everything is pointing out green as the grass. So it doesn't seem like somebody will want to sell it to you for $2, in my honest opinion.
to be in. This is how I like to do it. Sell high, buy lower, ride it up. Now, timing it's difficult, but not impossible. Now, we move to Ethereum because you guys know, like I said, I've been buying into BMNR and a little bit of some other positions over the last, I'd say, 556. I'm not.
So again, look how it moves same as Ethereum. It literally goes in the same pattern.
So that's the update there. The RSI.
It's still following other cryptos. I think sometime in the future, once it gets like its own partnerships, it's gonna start, pumping off, like breaking off Ethereum, going off in its own charts.
Is still too hot. I've been telling you it's going to sell off eventually. It's not if, but when. That's the way crypto is. And the thing with crypto, when it sells, look at this. It's like 10% in a day.
Yeah, you never see that in stocks. You only saw that in crypto. But then the gains are much better, 90% in a day. That's what I'm talking about. Again, like people look at the gains. 10% down, I'll take 10% down any day if I can see 80% up. But if you take me 50% down, that's and 0% up, that's when I'm going to be mad.
My XRP price prediction is that we'll be at 450 to 550 zone by the end of January 1st. We'll say January 1st.
450 to 550. I think that can that's definitely possible. People have been calling for the top at $4, but we already almost reached the top, and the top is not like right now. It's not super hyped yet. It's not at its peak yet. So I think 450 to 550 is definitely very possible. Ooh, that would be very, very nice though. 450 XRP. Again, not financial advice, but the price prediction 450 is when retail institutions come in and the big, beautiful bill. Like all these crypto bills and regulations in effect.
I believe Ethereum also will be between 4,500 to 5,500 as well. And Bitcoin 125 to 150 zone. These are my normal case scenarios, just to tell you. This isn't my bullish, my bear. It's my normal price that I still have as a target. And I believe we're going to hit it.